So the person we chose to do was Lewis Smith, or Louis Smith, I'm not quite sure what his name is. He's born in 1989, and he is specialised in gymnastics on the pommel horse. So we do have a video of him, but the computer system isn't quite working. Okay, so Louis started doing gymnastics when he was 4 and he suffered from severe ADHD. So him and his mum obviously tried all different sports to release his energy. He trained at Huntington Gymnastic Club, which he travelled to an hour every day to train with his coach Paul Hall, who is still his coach today. Louis began to shine at the age of 15 as he secured his first major international title, becoming Junior European Champion in 2004, and then he won gold in the Commonwealth in 2006. In 2007, Smith beat the best in his age group at the pommel horse and won gold again for Team GB at the Australian Youth Olympic Festival. The same year, he also won the bronze medal in the World Championships. Smith then went on to win another bronze in Beijing. Doing so, he became the first British gymnast to win a gold medal in individual gymnastics in the Olympic Games since 1908. At the 2009 European Championships in Milan, Louis brought home the silver medal on a pommel horse. A year later, he returned to the World Championships in Tokyo. It was there that he took the most difficult pommel routine in the world, and he came home with a bronze medal. Just 3 months to the London Games, he captained the British team in the European Championships, where they won a last-minute first place, which saw them to be the first ever British men's team to win a European gold medal. 2012 Olympics, Lewis was the captain again and led the team to a first place finish and subsequent qualification to their subdivision, and he also gave a performance of his flawless routine. 3 days later, he made history and captained the British. He was captained up to Britain's first ever men's Olympic team medal, and then he also secured the highest ever pommel horse score in major international championships.
Basically, we believe that the skills approach model applies to Louis Smith. The skills approach model takes a leader-centered perspective. This approach adds emphasis on the skills and abilities that can be practiced and developed. The skills approach suggests that knowledge and abilities are needed for effective leadership. Several studies have been published to argue that a leader's effectiveness depends on the leader's ability to solve complex organizational problems. This research has resulted in a comprehensive skill-based model of leadership that was advanced by Mumford and his colleagues. The model is characterized as a capability model because it examines the relationship between the leader's knowledge, their skills and capabilities, and their performance. In Smith's case, this model would be to examine his knowledge of his sporting event as well as his potential, his skills and talents, and how far he is willing to push himself to the end product, which will be to success. Leadership's capabilities can be developed over time through learning, progression, and experience. In Smith's case, he had been training since the age of 4 and is still learning and progressing in his sport.
Path goal theory. In this model, Lewis Smith acts as both the subordinate and leader in different situations. According to House and Mitchell, leaders generate motivation when it increases the number of payoffs. Lewis was motivated as he believed he was capable of performing in his task sport. As Smith's efforts resulted in achieving well in his sports, and in the long haul came second place. The path goal theory is designed to explain how leaders can help subordinates along the path of their goals and selecting specific behaviours that are best suited for their subordinate needs and to the situation in which subordinates are working. Here, Lewis acts as the leader as he was captain of the gymnastic group for the team GB and was where the GB team took home bronze. Both individually and as a group gymnast, he faces obstacles such as injury, misjudging, timing and falling. The goal is clear for all parties. Here, Lewis can provide support for his team members and motivate them to do well as he acts as leader.
The transformational leadership approach. Basically, this aims at inspiring people in order to see the importance and aim of the overall task with a shared vision of the future. These leaders are mainly focused on the overall performance of the group, but also want to see each individual fulfill their potential. It consists of four main parts, which are the inspirational motivation, the intellectual stimulation, and the idealized influence, and the individualized consideration. The inspirational motivation consists of, this is the foundation of the leadership approach, and it consists of vision, missions, and a set of values to the members involved. In Lewis Smith's case, and his gymnastic team members would be to succeed at any cost and work enthusiastically as well as being committed. He must also be able to interact with the general public rather well, and who support him. And he's also constantly being optimistic and fostering the spirit at all times, with the main aim of adding to Great Britain's success in major competitions. For the intellectual stimulation, this is when the leader generally encourages their subordinates to be innovative and creative whilst encouraging new ideas and attempts from them too. In Lewis Smith's case, there have been times where he has had to captain the Great Britain's men's English team to victory, thus showing he has the ability to lead his followers and provide them with the motivation and success needed. For idealized influence, which is basically the charisma, Lewis Smith has proven that he is able to act as a role model to his gymnastic team members by constantly practicing what he preaches. This is what it involves. He also has the ability to influence a team to strive towards the common goal of winning major honours. This is shown when he led the gymnast team to bronze in the European Championships. The charisma he holds allows him to be a considerably large figure in the public eye, performing on the X Factor and currently performing on Strictly Come Dancing. Therefore, he does hold characteristics of this topic. For individualized consideration, this is when the leader tends to act as a mentor to their subordinates and reward them for innovation and success. The followers, which would be his teammates, are treated differently according to their talents and knowledge, and are also allowed to make decisions for themselves. Being the captain of the successful gymnastics team shows that Lewis Smith has the ability to lead them, as well as acting as a mentor. Even though he's only 23 years old, each member of the team has different skills. Therefore, he's leading a diverse group, which can be considered overwhelming at times. But he's shown that he has the ability to do this.
So, in conclusion, Smith is a leader in his field. He's an inspirational character, taking part in charity work and TV shows such as Strictly Come Dancing. He has a large following and is a growing character in the media, helping young people aspire in their sport and achieving their goals.